Now, I mean, when I heard this news, I thought, well, you've already had some major international successes. And being commissioned by Bavarian Radio Symphony, that's a big deal already, twice. And Orpheus, that's a big deal. So, what will this new program hopefully bring to you? I mean, obviously, San Francisco Symphony, one of America's great orchestras, the New World Symphony, the premier training ground for musicians, and sounds, better than a lot of, top shelf orchestras, and they do really adventurous things. So, how did you see yourself fitting in with them? How is this going to take you to another level, ideally?
Yes, well, I'm very grateful for this opportunity. Any sort of opportunity to write for excellent and extraordinary performers and musicians, and to work with a publishing company. Working with a publishing company is not something I've done before. So I'm tremendously excited about this and very inspired. I already started writing some of the piece. Whether I'll stick with that sketch or not is another question. But I would say that definitely it's not so much what I can get, but what I can contribute in terms of works. Because I think that when you're given opportunities such as this one, you do have a responsibility to contribute something that is really excellent and strive for the best that you can do. So that's mainly where I'm at right now.
Now, in terms of classical piano playing, these two piano concertos you wrote really pretty early on in your career, you were the soloist for them, right?
That's right.
Now, if those got performed now as a result of you being signed by this program and you're doing this thing and suddenly your music's everywhere and people dig up these piano concertos, would you still want to be the soloist for them, or is it time for somebody else to do it?
That is a great question. I actually dug up the second piano concerto and played with one of my friends the two-piano version, which was a lot of fun. The thing is that because those are young works, I would have to find the first piano concerto. I don't even know where that one is. But the second one, and a lot of those works were for piano because I started as a pianist, but I didn't notate everything. So in the second piano concerto, I had to because it was an orchestra playing, because I won the concerto competition at NEC, so I had to write everything down. But some of the etudes, some of the young pieces, I don't notate out the dynamics as much, or I would just play it how I wanted to at the moment, and each performance would be different, and so I would probably have to go back and revise a bit if they were to be played again. But
well, there's a whole tradition of these concertos where the soloist just improvises the whole thing. There are a few of them now. Mm-hmm. So, you probably could get away with it in some arenas.
Yeah, actually I was thinking of creating a piece where they had a sort of floating piano part, which would be completely improvised. Though I would probably do it because I know a lot of classical musicians sometimes are a bit hesitant to get into that. So I would have to also plan everything very very carefully so that it's exactly clear when something's improvised and when it goes away and when it's not. So